Hello everybody and welcome to the week 6 module. We're going to start going over the argument essentials, and we're going to start with the rhetorical triangle, which would be ethos, pathos, and logos. And we're going to start talking about argumentative versus persuasive. Here's all I want you to remember about the difference. Argumentative is when you're bringing in the other side as well. So if you and I are having a debate about AT&T and Verizon, if I'm for Verizon, I'm also going to bring in the good points about AT&T. But then I'm also going to say how overall I still feel that Verizon is better than AT&T. Where persuasion is, you're just trying to persuade or give your examples, but you're not bringing in the other side. So if I told you I think if it's persuasive and I told you that Verizon's better than AT&T, I would just list all of my reasons for why I think Verizon is better, and I would never mention AT&T. So, or also anything you write basically is persuasion. If you're going to tell me that Maya Angelou is from the African American race, you back it up. You're trying to persuade me that you're correct. There's no argument involved in there. So just remember, argument, you're bringing in both sides. Persuasion is basically everything else you write. You're trying to persuade me that you're correct. You're trying to persuade me that your narrative or your cause and effect is correct. So that's just that in a nutshell. Okay, so you can look over the overview objectives, quizzes. There's only one. It's persuasive techniques and paragraph planning meal, which is a mnemonic. So look over these two before you take the quiz. Also, the quiz will be based on these three readings. What is rhetoric, the overview, and rhetoric and action. So these three and these two they go with this quiz. Usually I embed everything within the quiz, but there's a lot more reading to do, so I didn't want to put so much into one page. Here, when you come to meal planning for paragraphs, there's a graphic. If you click on the M, it'll tell you main idea, or which I call topic sentence. Okay, and then the E, evidence, A, analyze or analysis, and then L will be for the lead out or the connection or tying it all together, or what I like to put is CFC, come full circle. So go ahead and look at that. Excuse me. All right, so there's one quiz, and then this week is the discussion board. The discussion board, you will have to use 3 sources. Course notes number 1, course notes number 2, and then an outside article about the Nike Corporation, the Nike company that you want to use. So you have 3 sources. So here, course notes 2. Let's take a look at this, and I'll show you how to cite it. So here is course notes 1. Read it. Okay, what is ethos, pathos, blah, blah, blah. Here's how to cite it. We're going to use Howell Kevin overview, coursebook, English 201 Canvas course. And notice that I have English 201 Canvas course, or I have Canvas course in italics. And then I want you to put the date. Just put, you can put access date or accessed on, or just put the date. I don't care, but make sure you put day, month, year like you do for the MLA heading. And then for the in-text citation, since there are no page numbers, use section or par. So if you want to use par for paragraph, just count them like 1, 2, this would be paragraph 3, or put section, how to build ethos, or build ethos, something short so I know where you were, section or par, okay? And you'll do that for both of those. Now, since I'm using Howell Kevin for both, Howell Kevin overview. Let me go back at it here. Come on, computer, let's go. Okay, so since you're going to be quoting for both of these, overview, and then this one is rhetoric and action, OP. So since this rhetoric and action, this is Howell Kevin overview, Howell Kevin rhetoric. So since my name is there twice, use alphabetical order. Okay, so this would come first on the works cited page, and then this would come second because of the R. That happens anytime. If you have 2 authors that have 2, if you have one author that has 2 publications that you're using, use their last name, first name, but then go to the title. What title comes first of those 2 that you're using from the same author? Okay, sound good? All right. And then let's go back up here and look at the actual prompt itself. So here's an ad by Nike. Read it. You can make it larger. If you have trouble reading this, let me know. But anyway, read it. And how do you feel? Do you think it pertains to ethos, pathos, or logos? And that's what you're going to write about. You're going to choose one of those. So you might be the Nike ad. The Nike ad pertains to or is appeals to, or the rhetorical appeal that the Nike ad uses is predominantly pathos or ethos or logos, any topic sentence you want to have. Okay, so you only need to choose one of these three. Here are the three requirements again. Course Notes 1, Course Notes 2, the 2 articles I just showed you, and then an article by Nike, whatever you want. Maybe you want to look at their ethics. Maybe you want to look at how large the company, whatever you find. But you have to pull in a sample or a source from Nike. But just make sure it meshes well with what you're talking about. All right, make sure you have the topic sentence in yellow. This is a paragraph only. If you give me a mini essay, I'm going to grade the first paragraph, and then the rest I'm not even going to look at. So that, and then this is due Monday, the March 20th, and you know to put it in the thread, and you also know how to submit it for grading. All right, let me jump out of here. I want to make sure I covered everything. I think I have. Okay, oh, good quiz. There's one quiz that's due Sunday. The crux here is the rhetorical appeals for persuasion, logos, pathos, ethos. Good. And remember, when you take the quiz, these two and these three all will help you complete this quiz. And remember, I don't time the quizzes, so if you want to open the quiz, look at the questions and then look for the answers, that's fine with me. So, all right. That is it, everybody. Good luck. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care.